So I wanted to make a quick video on the issue of the 1ZZ-FE and hopefully a solution for the issue. Let's get right into it. So if you do own a 1ZZ-FE engine by Toyota, or if you've heard of them, they have a really notorious issue for burning oil. The reason why they consume so much oil is over time, especially with high mileage, the oil return holes, they'll get clogged with carbon. So once those get clogged up, with carbon and build up and all that, oil sludge, whatever, the oil splashing up from the crankshaft is actually oiling the sidewalls of the cylinder. So once that piston's going up, it's grabbing that oil and it's lifting the piston up, and that oil that gets sloshed up on the cylinder walls, it's getting caught in the oiling rings. So once the piston starts going down, it's supposed to push all the excess oil out of the return holes on the side of the pistons. Now, I don't have a piston in this engine, but I do have one from a different engine. And where those oiling holes are, they're inside of the ring grooves right here. So this bottom groove is for the oiling rings. And this isn't a piston out of this engine. This is just a demonstration, but there's going to be oiling the oil return holes right inside here. So once those get clogged up, once your piston starts going down, it's not returning the oil back down into the lower rotating assembly, into the oil pan. It's actually, once the piston goes up, it's actually pushing the oil past the oiling rings and the combustion rings, because there's two combustion rings, pushing the oil past all those rings into the combustion chamber. Once the piston starts going back up to fire, all that oil is getting pushed up into the combustion chamber and it's getting burnt off. So hopefully if we found a solution to this issue, and I've did a lot of research on forums and stuff, and the best oil that I found to use this is the Rotella T6 5W40. It's a full synthetic detergent oil. Now, one of the main issues with switching from a full synthetic or an advanced full synthetic, like Mobil 1 and stuff like that, this is a detergent oil, so it's going to keep the engine a lot cleaner, and it's going to clean off all that carbon and oil sludge buildup and all that a lot better than just normal gas engine oil would. So that's one issue that you might run into with switching from a detergent to a non-detergent to a detergent oil, is that it's going to get that engine really cleaned up in the inside, and those particles could get caught up in the crankshaft, the camshaft, main bearings and stuff like that. So you want to do sort of like a break-in period. You want to drive about 100 to 500 miles, change the oil, and then hopefully whatever got cleaned up from that break-in period, hopefully that'll all be coming out and getting caught in the oil filter, so it's not circulating through your engine and tearing your engine up. That's just something to look out for. That's one thing I read on the forums, that switching from a non-detergent to a detergent, you do run that risk. But I think as long as you do the break-in period, like I said, 100 to 500 miles, and then changing the oil, I think you'll prevent that from happening. Unless you have a low mileage car, which this one's got almost 230,000 miles on it, and I'm just now doing this, so I will be doing that break-in period I mentioned earlier. But if you got a pretty low mileage engine, most likely you won't have to worry about those particles circulating through your engine from the detergent oil cleaning everything up. So, and then a plus side to this too is that we are switching viscosities on the oil. So I was running 5W30 advanced full synthetic Mobil 1, and now we're switching to the 5W40 full synthetic. So hopefully going with a thicker viscosity oil, if it is an issue with the piston rings, because you can over time the piston rings do wear down. Cylinder walls, the hash marks where it's actually supposed to be sealing around the piston rings, those can get wore down, so you can start burning oil. I'm hoping this isn't an oil burning issue because of the combustion rings, but I will be coming out with a updated video if this actually resolved the issue or not, because right now I'm going through I'm on 3,000 miles on this oil change, and I actually just changed the oil in this, but prior to this, when I was using the Mobile 1 Advanced Full Synthetic, I was going through about more than 2 quarts between oil changes. I put 3,000 miles on this previous oil change, and I already went through 2 quarts. And when I pulled it in here to change it to the Rotella T6, I already needed to add another quart. So we're burning quite a bit of oil, which is a known issue with these engines, especially with high mileage. Like I said, it's got 230,000 miles on it. So, but hopefully this resolves the issue. And then a quick tip if you are changing the oil in this, and if, let's say, you are switching to the Rotella T6 like I am, or if you're just changing the oil in general, you always want to make sure you're pre-filling the oil filters. So pre-filling the oil filters actually primes the oiling system. So you're not running the top end dry on oil. It's better on startup because, like I said, you're not dry starting the system. You've already got some oil in there because you got to think the oil pump's pulling the oil from the oil pan, and then it's going to fill up the oil filter. And then once the oil filter's full, then it starts pumping oil to the top end and everything. So you always want to make sure you're adding oil to your oil filter if you can. If they're the ones that are like sideways or even upside down, you aren't really able to do that. But on this particular engine, the oil filter actually goes vertical, so you're actually able to fill the whole thing. So that was just a quick tip I thought I'd throw in there. But yeah, like I said, I've read a lot of forums about this stuff, and everybody always points to the 5W40 Rotella T6, so I thought I'd give it a try. But I will be coming out with an update video on how much oil we're burning after this, and if this actually helps it. And it might take another oil change to do this, but like I said, we'll be doing the 100 to 500 mile break-in period because, like I said, we're switching from a non-detergent to a detergent oil, so we don't want any of those particles floating around. But hopefully this video helped you out. Did leave a like, and let me know if you've ever used the Rotella T6 in your 1ZZ-FE or any other engine. I think the next engine we'll be trying this out in is it's going to be in a 3rd gen Dodge Ram. It's got the 5.7mm V6 Hemi. This is the pre-Ego Hemi, so it doesn't have the VVT system in it, but I do have a tick at startup, and we're thinking it's one of the lifters because those engines do have a oiling issue where the camshaft is located, because you've got the oiling where you've got an oil tube right underneath where the camshaft is, so the oil's getting flung up from the crankshaft. It isn't fully reaching the camshaft like the GM LS engines do, which they're built very similar. The LS to the Chrysler Hemi, they're actually built very similar. So, but the Hemi's got the oil pipe going right along the bottom of the crankshaft, right in the valley. Plus the lifters are angled more horizontally than they are in the GM LS engines. So the oil coming down the lifters aren't actually fully reaching the end of the lifter or the camshaft. So that causes an oil issue. And this is usually at idle whenever this happens. The oil pressure, it doesn't reach all the way down the lifter to get to the camshaft. So that's why it's always recommended not to leave those engines idling for very long. But that'll do it for this video. Leave a like, hit that subscribe button. See you on the next one.